Greetings and welcome to my channel. Today we're doing something a little bit different. I'm finishing up this sketchbook spread that was kind of just sitting for quite a while, and my phone was, just out of storage, so there was a lot of lost footage, but it's fine. We're figuring things out as we go, and that's how I was kind of maneuvering with the spread. And you'll also see later that a few things are out of frame, so I sped that up a lot faster than the rest of the video. I also kind of got tired of looking through the footage and just sped it up at the end because I was tired. I was sick and tired, so I definitely took the lazy way out, but, we're all in this together, we're learning, we're having a fun time, and, that's, that's all that's really happening, and I will let you guys enjoy the music, and I will be back at some other point. So, yeah, enjoy the relaxing background music for a little bit. Okay, so here I'm getting ready to mix a different color for that shaded area of the orange cut in half, because the original shading was way too, what's the word, not like diluted, but it wasn't desaturated, there we go. Sometimes you gotta use a word in different ways to remember the word, you know what I mean? But anyways, I mixed a different color for that so that it wouldn't be desaturated and gray and disgusting. So there's that. And I always enjoy kind of seeing the process behind things where you can see an artist or a painter, a comic creator, just whoever going back and fixing stuff because they didn't really like it, because it shows that nobody is perfect all the time, if ever, you know what I mean? So it's just relaxing to see, and you guys will see throughout this video that I actually change quite a little bit up, especially when it gets I believe more into the crystal side, which, that's going to be fun for you guys to see as well. And, not to really spoil it, but I do get pretty, I wouldn't say abstract, but probably simplistic, and you can kind of see that coming in here in the fruit page where I don't shade these leaves on the oranges. And I definitely could have pushed the shadows in the oranges themselves a little more. I definitely could have also pushed the highlights. But, I was lazy and I didn't want to. And I was sick and tired of the sketchbook paper. So, I was going with it. And sometimes, you gotta go with the flow, You can't just stay in your canoe all the time. Sometimes you gotta fall in the river and learn how to swim or something. I don't know how to make a metaphor, but I don't know, you guys maybe get what I mean. Sometimes you just gotta struggle a little bit. And here you see me adding in the second leaf, which I don't think I really change later. I could be wrong, but it's always super fun if I'm wrong in this voiceover. But, it's my first one, so I don't know, I feel like I got a little wiggle room here. Looking at it, I'm still kind of bothered by the orange cut in half, because it's not as vibrant as the whole orange, and the orange slice also isn't as vibrant. Like, I feel like throughout the slices we just get less and less vibrant, and and here I'm going through, or at least I was going through, I sped it up a ton because my white gel pen actually wasn't working, and I really wanted it to work, but it wouldn't, so I sped that up a ton, and, it's sad. I think I put that white gel pen actually back in my white gel pen area, so, I don't know, I'll come against it sooner or later. Here I'm also getting the apples, or at least I'm starting them, and oh my gosh, these apples, it's a whole train wreck, but well, not really a train wreck, but we were not smooth sailing for a little bit, and I don't know, it's really entertaining to watch, and I don't really have anything to say much about it except it was not smooth sailing time at all. happens when the not smooth sailing kind of started. You'll see that the apple in the background and the apple cut in half, like the greens are kind of blending together because they're so close in saturation and in depth. So here I am, and I'm going in with like an even darker green, and just going in and trying to break the greens up a little bit. And I don't know, I guess it works. I feel like I could have done something different when it came to the shading, because it's still like kind of running together, especially in the middle of the half apple. And I don't know why I said half apple, not apple slice, but yeah, and then you'll see that I also use that dark green for the leaves, which, I mean, wasn't really a bad choice. It works, but I could have definitely chosen something different. I think I was just getting really, really lazy at this point. And, I was getting sick and tired of having to worry about my phone storage and everything. So it was just like, well, I'm just going to get it done. And if none of it is on camera, then none of it is on camera. Like, I didn't care anymore. So I'm just trucking through it at this point. I still like the spread, though. Don't get me wrong. Like, I think it has its own character, but I just feel like it could definitely be better, especially once we get into the crystals on the other side of the page, which, I'm covering some marker bleed through, so that's always fun. But, here's me also still using that same dark green, and I feel like I should have used a different green for this leaf, because since it's at shadow, and then these, like the dark leaf with the shadow, especially just like the shadow outlining it, I don't know, it's fine, it works, but it's just not something I usually let myself do most of the time, if that makes sense. Like, usually when I do this kind of stuff, like realism, I usually try to hit it harder than what I'm doing right now. But again, it's fine. We're just in the sketchbook, and you gotta take it easy sometimes. But I think if I were to do this again, I would just stop while I'm ahead, probably, so that so that I would probably be happier with it. I still think it's a very cute spread. I like it, but and here is where a lot of the lost footage happened, and also, me painting out of frame. So I tried my best to speed this bit up a little bit, so that you're not just having to see my hand and the blank page, but there's only so much I can do. But I'm not exactly a fan of the crystal side. Like, I think it's definitely lacking. I think the fruit side is definitely better, and I think it's partly because I kind of half-assed starting off, like, with this Angel Aura stone. And I actually have it. It's the stone you're seeing on top of my sketchbook that I'm painting, and I'm seeing the colors at an angle that you guys aren't really seeing. But basically it's like a really sparkly, reflective stone. So when you hold it in the light certain ways, it'll look blue or pink, and it's like it looks like there's glitter inside of the geode, like the actual inside part, the orangey bit that I'll be painting in a second. But I didn't really do it justice, and I think that just set the tone for the entire page. And mind you, this is a different day, so I can't really have the excuse that I was going off on the previous pages work. Like, I can't say that I was just being lazy, because I was just being lazy, but not because I was like tired or something from the last page. It was just because I was half-assing for some reason. But it is what it is. I do like how the chrysanthemum stone comes out, but I feel like it could be better. Like, I just think that compared to the fruit, it's just lacking. And I also feel like compared to the strawberries, everything on the entire spread is lacking, because I went so goddamn hard on the strawberries and the strawberry juice, like, dripping from it. Like, I went so hard on those for no reason. And I don't know, I wish I kept that momentum throughout the page and the entire spread, but I didn't, and I don't know why. And I absolutely hate that for myself, because those strawberries, so juicy. Oh my god. Chef's kiss, because those look so juicy. And now on this side of the spread, it looks like I just, splat paint down and just went with it, which honestly, that is kind of what I was doing at this point, because I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's hard to explain, because I don't know what I was doing for a lot of this, because I guess I didn't care, because I was, I don't know, being lazy. I didn't want to do it. I'm not really sure. But it is what it is. I think it has its own unique charm. It's just not the charm that I wanted, or that I like by any means. And here I'm actually starting on the amethyst, and again, I'm working on the frame, and I'm trying my best to speed it up quite a bit, but we'll see how long this takes. The amethyst, it's fine. It's not really detailed or anything, but I don't know. I definitely like it more than the angel aura stone, because I don't even know what went wrong with the angel aura stone. But for the amethyst, I feel like it can pass, where I was like, could just say like, oh, I was just trying a different style, or just something like, oh, it was just a warm up. So I don't know. I feel like the amethyst I can give a pass to, and I can definitely give a pass to the chrysanthemum stone, but I hate the angel aura stone so much for no reason. But I don't know, I feel like the chrysanthemum stone is definitely my favorite, which we haven't gotten to that part yet, but boy, do I have some things to say, like just some neat fun facts about the chrysanthemum stone. But, I don't know, I feel like we need to get through this amethyst first, so, this amethyst. So much of it is actually out of the frame, it, kind of kills me. But, luckily I sped it up pretty fast, so, I don't know, I feel like we'll get through it. Okay, so, and here is when I'm starting to get the chrysanthemum stone, which, I will be leaving it in a second once I finish, coloring it in. Well, not really coloring it in, but, like, painting it. But, it's just a black stone. Like, it's just a black stone, and then it has these white, I don't know if they're mineral deposits, but I just know that these sections of the stone is white, and the white parts actually form chrysanthemum flowers or petals, and that's how the stone actually gets its name, chrysanthemum stone, because it looks like there's chrysanthemums inside, and it's a very cute stone. My sister, who I was visiting not too long ago in Georgia, she has a favoritism towards them now. I think they're one of her favorite stones because they're so neat, and they bring the, I feel like they're a good description, or like a good example of there's beauty and simplicity, because these stones, like, they actually are so simple, but they just have that little tiny bit of detail that just makes them so pretty, like, that makes them so unique. And each one is different. So it's not the same chrysanthemum over and over again. No, it's each stone has its own like flowers in it. And I don't know, that just makes it so unique and so cool. And I really do think it's a great example of there's beauty and simplicity. Because, I mean, oh my gosh, these stones are actually so cool, and I highly recommend that you look up these stones, like, right now, because if you don't, then you might forget. And I know that because I do that all the time, probably because of my undiagnosed ADD or ADHD. Not really sure yet. It could be either or, because either or is in my family. But I do that all the time, where I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so cool, I'm gonna have to look that up, and then I never do. So this is your guys' sign to look it up, like right now. Pause this video, and you can come back to the video. Just look up chrysanthemum stones right now. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, they're such cool stones. Like, they're so cool. I'm so happy I got to see one. Well, actually, I got to see a few, because while visiting my sister, we actually went to this museum kind of thing, and they had a few on display. And the one I'm drawing right now, it's not an exact replica or an exact match of the one, like any of the ones I took a picture of. But I was like, well, the chrysanthemums are unique in every stone, so I just wanted to make my own unique, even though, it's not a real stone. But I was like, oh, I can just draw my own little chrysanthemum petals. And so I will, and I'll be doing it in white gel pen that actually works. So that's amazing. I love when my gel pen works. It's always a bummer when your supplies don't work. But, I mean, you gotta truck through it, and, I was definitely trucking through it, and you just gotta roll with the punches, and, I was throwing myself the punches, like, I was beating myself to oblivion for no reason, I was just determined, apparently, to do bad for this spread, I don't know, or at least this side of the spread, because the other side is pretty good, but for this side, oh my gosh, I was like curb stomping myself. But I don't know, I feel like everybody goes through that. So if you're going through that right now while watching this video, I believe in you. I think you got it. I think you're doing just fine. I got faith. And I don't know, you do you. You got this. Woo! Okay, so since we are close to the end of the video, I'm just gonna go ahead and thank you guys for watching. Thanks for sticking around if you decide to, if you decide to subscribe or whatever. But just thank you for joining, even if it is just for this singular video. I hope you had fun while it lasted, and enjoy my gel pen working, because I'm enjoying it a lot. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good time, or a good day, or a night, and be healthy. Do what's best for you. Try not to get stressed out, and definitely go drink some water, because I don't know, I feel like we're all a little dehydrated, or maybe it's just me, I don't know. And paint water is not allowed, guys. I know that it's just so tasty and we talk about it all the time, but come on, guys, drink actual water. But again, thank you, and bye.